Have you talked to Rajon lately? Just he seems to be a little bit in and out, not his same assertive, aggressive self, and you've kind of tuned in well to him over the last couple of years. Have you chatted with him at all and said, hey,
Rondo's playing hurt. Doe's hurt. He's giving us everything he has, and he's grinding. I think nice way he's playing. Countless minutes for us, and he's playing. He's not playing like washed up guys. He's playing D. Collison and D. Will and all these guys, and they're coming at him. He knows that, so he's just a little focused in. But everybody's banged up at this point, and Doe's not good from it.
Do you think that ankle's still an issue then?
I don't know. You have to talk to him.
Okay. From what you've seen, do you think Jeff's benefiting more from playing at the 3 as opposed to the 4? Like tonight, kind of against smaller guys down the box and the post. Do you think he's really benefiting from that?
Doesn't matter, man. Jeff Green is so versatile. I told y'all, he's if you put a 3 on him, it's too small. If you put a 4, it's too big. It's too quick. He has so much that he can go to, and I think he's going to start to pick up off of some of the vets in personal parts of the game in which he can make himself better. But he's unfinished product, man. When you see him put that all together, it's going to be something special.
Kevin, Paul talked about he can smell the end of the season. How important is this road trip coming up, the 3-game road trip, and knowing that Chicago is right there with you guys?
We care about Chicago. We're not really worrying about everybody else. We're taking a game at a time to make sure that we don't overlook anybody, any teams. Right now, the focus is the road trip and the road trip only. This is probably most important priority at hand. Winning tonight so that you had that momentum going on the road is very important. So now we got to suit up and be ready for this road trip.
Knowing that it's mid-March, but can you see the finish line a little bit?
No, I keep my head down. The blind is on. Take one game at a time.
Yeah, what about this game? They come in here, a young team, on a back-to-back. Yep. They're on the back end. Your coach told us he knew he was in trouble when you lost your last game.
Yeah, this ain't where you want to be on a back-to-back.
What was the game plan against them? Be specific. Or just you play your game and let them worry about you?
No, basically. We knew we was getting guys back tonight. To be aggressive and, really wasn't a lot of chatter on the plane from Jersey. A lot of pissed off guys. And, he came in and got some things done. And, carried over to the game today. So, ticked off is an understatement.
Hey, do you think about what would happen when you get Shaq and J.O. back and how stronger you guys would be with the bench and maybe adding one of those guys?
You know what's crazy, man? This is like a good movie, and you haven't even seen all the. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use Ocean's 11, 12, but you haven't seen Matt Damon, you haven't seen Brad Pitt, you haven't seen Bernie Mac, you just seen Clooney and a couple other guys.
Who are you?
In the movie?
Yeah.
I'm Sal.